everyone, in this lecture we are going to discuss 14th chapter of NCERT, that is statistics. So let's start. First, what do we understand by statistics? In everyday life, you all come across a variety of information in the form of fact, figures, graph, but when you collect this information for a definite purpose, then it becomes a data, and this is what? This is statistics. The extraction of meaningful information from a data is called statistics. Now we are having two types of data. First one primary, second one secondary. So primary data, when the information was collected by the investigator herself, you have collected that information by yourself. For example, marks of student, directly you ask the students. So marks of information collected directly from the student, this is primary data. Second one, secondary data, when the information was collected from a source which already had that information stored. For example, you have collected the records, you have collected the marks of students directly from the students. No, you have collected the marks of students from the school records, then it becomes secondary data. So this is the difference between primary and secondary. You have collected the marks of students directly from the students, and in secondary data you have collected the marks of students from the school records. Now we will discuss presentation of data. Let's take an example. Consider the marks obtained by 10 students in maths out of 20. Here you are having marks of 10 students out of 20 in mathematics. Now we have to make grouped frequency distribution table, and class interval is given to you. You have to take class intervals from 0 to 5. Now look here, last number is 20. So 0 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 15 and 15 to 20. These class intervals, these grouping is known as classes, and in this interval this is lower class limit, this is upper class limit, and the size of this classes is known as class size, or you can say class width. Now we have to mark telemarks. So first number, that is 10. 10 lies between 10 to 15. Not here, 5 to 10 में नहीं lie करेगा. 10 lies between 10 to 15. So mark here. Next one, 15. 15 lies between 15 to 20. 13. 10 to 15, 6. 5 to 10, 20. 15 to 20, 12. 10 to 15, 17. 15 to 20, 4. 0 to 5. After that 5. 5 lies between 5 to 10. And last one 9. It lies between again 5 to 10. Now count these telemarks. 1, 3, 3, 3. And total 10. And we are having 10 students, so total will be 10. And in this form we will represent grouped frequency distribution table. Hello everyone, now we will discuss graphical representation of data. So first we are having some data, we have to convert this data in the form of a table, and after that table we have to convert that table into a graph. Now we are having two type of graphs, first one bar graph, second one histogram. Now what do we understand by bar graph? It is a pictorial representation of data in which usually bars of uniform width are drawn with equal spacing between them on one axis depicting the variable. Here you are having a bar graph in which usually these are bars. Bars of uniform width are drawn with equal spacing between them. These bars are of same width. Similarly, the spacing between them is also equal. This is bar graph. And second one, histogram. This is a form of representation like the bar graph, but it is used for continuous class intervals. In previous case, we have taken an example. We have taken some class intervals from 0 to 5, 5 to 10. Similarly, in this, we have to take class intervals 0 to 5, after that 5 to 10. 10 to 15, 15 to 20. Here in this case bars are joined, and in bar graph bars are separated by equal intervals, but in histogram these bars are joined. Let's take an example for bar graph. A family with a monthly income of 20,000 rupees had planned the following expenditure per month under various heads. So now we have to make a bar graph. Table is given to you. Now you have to convert this table into a graph. Now, for grocery, they spend 66,000. Expenditure in 1,000 rupees. Now rent 5,000. Medicine 4,000. Fuel 3,000. And on entertainment, they have spent 2,000. Now we have to form a bar graph. On x-axis, we have taken heads. And on y-axis, we have taken expenditure in 1,000 rupees. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. Now, for grocery, they have spent 6,000. So we have to make a bar for 6,000. Now, 6,000. Now, second, rent 5,000. Now, the spacing between these bars is uniform. So this and the width of these bars will be same. So 5,000. Now 5,000. If you are getting confused here, so you can write here grocery, rent. Okay, third one, medicine. On medicine they have spent 4,000. Again, spacing will be same. This is for medicine. Now next one, on fuel they have spent 3,000. You can rub this. On fuel they have spent 3,000. Again, spacing will be equal. Now 3,000. So this is for fuel. And last one, for entertainment they have spent 2,000. Now entertainment 2,000. So this will become entertainment. So in this way you can form a bar graph. On x-axis we have taken heads, and on y-axis expenditure in 1,000 rupees. The width of these bars will be same and the spacing between these bars will be uniform. Let's take another example for histogram. In a city, the weekly observations made in a study on the cost of living index are given in the following table. Now we have to make a histogram for this information. Now cost of living index, we are having a group interval. Now here we are having number of weeks. So on x-axis we have taken cost of living index with intervals 140 to 150, 150 to 160, 160 to 170, and last one 170 to 180. And on y-axis we have taken number of weeks. So 140 to 150 number of weeks are 2. So mark it. 140 to 150 number of weeks are 2. Make a bar. Now second one, 150 to 160 in histogram bars are joined. Now 150 to 160 3 weeks are there. So 150 to 160 with the same line. Number of weeks are 3. Now from 160 to 170 number of weeks are 5. So 160 to 170 number of weeks 5. In this case bars are joined. Now 170 to 180 number of weeks are 4. So 170 to 180 number of weeks 4. So in histogram bars are joined. In this way we can make a histogram. On x-axis we have taken cost of living index, and on y-axis we have taken number of weeks. You have to mention this, that x-axis shows cost of living index and y-axis shows number of weeks.